Yo, what's up guys? Today I'm on a ferry heading over to Vashon Island to check out these sick trails I've been seeing on the map. I've been waiting in the ferry for like an hour, and in that time it went from sunny to this pretty crazy weather. Not terribly stoked on that, but I'm gonna shred either way. It's looking like it's just getting worse over there. We're heading over to that island over there. I think the ferry lands about here, and then we have to drive maybe 15 minutes over to this other island. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty disappointed the weather is starting to look like this, but we're gonna have fun either way. So yeah, I'll show you guys around the ferry real quick, and then we'll head back down to the car. There's a sea lion right there. Just dove under. I don't think he's gonna, oh, there he is. Yo, super sick. Looks like the ferry's just about to start heading over. This is like super typical Washington weather to have a nice sunny day and then it instantly turns to absolute shit. These cars are jam-packed in here. You can see I got the setup going. I got both transitions. I brought both just in case one of my buddies was gonna come with me today, but that didn't end up happening, so now I just got the two bikes. Might shred the old one just for fun. Let's find a little seat up here to sit while we ride over. These are good. Whoa, bicycles? Be kind of fun to mob down. Here's a pretty cool angle. Gotta stay behind this rope here, but basically standing right on the front of the ship. So the trails I'm heading to is called the Dockton Forest Trails on Vashon Island. You can kind of look at the map here. We're crossing the water and we are heading to this point, and it looks like there's a pretty sweet trail system, kind of like ski run style. You know there's going to be some jump runs when it's set up like that. And a buddy of mine went here and he said it was absolutely sick. So I've been wanting to hit it for a while. It just kind of sucks having to take the ferry over, but I mean, it makes a pretty fun day. It'd be funner if I was going with someone else, but we'll check it out alone this first time and hopefully bring some people back the next time so we can have a little sesh. Absolutely stoked though. Hopefully the weather kind of chills out a bit because it looks pretty wet right now. But it's gonna be hella fun. We have some really cool houses here right on the beach. I mean, I would love to live on an island here in the Pacific Northwest. Seems like such a cool vibe and life to have out here. It just seems like it moves a little slower than the rest of Seattle does, at least, that's for sure. like a little neat town. Just a, oh nice, there's a Masonic temple right there. Definitely got some history in this little place here. Yeah, I would definitely live here. This is so beautiful. Alright, we made it here to Dockton Forest. I'm parked just right up from the beach over there. Unfortunately, it is just dumping rain, but we're still gonna send it. So I'm gonna gear up and then I'll see you guys on the trail. Alright, let's start this ascent. Super steep to start off the bat. Way too steep. More of a walk up right here. I parked at the very bottom parking lot instead of the one like midway, because I'd rather, for my last run, just bomb down this trail all the way. Prefer to go down instead of back up for my last run. All right, I'm starting to see some lines in the woods now. Oh, this place is beautiful. Absolutely amazing. There's so many trees here that it almost keeps the ground dry in some of these trails. Like, they look pretty dry. The climb was pretty difficult, not gonna lie. Super steep, almost like a hike a bike kind of trail. But now that we're up here, I mean, we're up here. So let's start checking out some of these lines. All right, first, oh my gosh, sorry about that. My freaking brakes. We're just gonna head down any one of these random trails. UFO, it looks like we're taking. Oh, these are awesome. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. These are built so well. Nice, that was a good warm up. Now we're at the jump lines down here. Let's see which one we're gonna hit first. Oh, this place got so many trails, dude. Take me like 2 whole days just to hit everything. All right, let's try one of these blues first. I think I'm gonna hit Flying Monkey. My shoelace got caught on my pedal, fuck. All right, Flying Monkey. Tiny little jumps. Okay. That was definitely one of the funnest trails I've hit for its difficulty. Thing was sick. Let's head back up chairlift and catch another one. All right, next up, we're about to hit Buyer's Remorse. This one was recommended to me from a buddy, so must be good. Free ride trail, black. Oh yeah, this is primo. Holy cow. Whoa, got a little freaked out there. That lip looked pretty steep. This is definitely doable though. A little straight booter. What do we got here? Okay. All right, I think I should walk back up to hit those. All right, dropping Buyer's Remorse again. Definitely a little scared, but I think I got it. Wow, over jumped that, even with the brake. Jeez, man. That's scary. Shit. You really got to brake that jump. I was nervous for sure. I was going over. But I didn't, and we got it. So now we can clean the line up. I feel like it's always kind of difficult finding new trails, going and riding, and there's no one here. It makes, I don't know, it just brings out the nerves a little bit, because trying a bunch of features for your first time, nothing's ever going to go like perfect. There's always going to be something, and it's just better to have people around. You know, I do have my phone on me and stuff, but last time I broke my collarbone, it was super hard to even get my phone out. I was trying to use Siri, like, hey Siri, freaking, you know, 911, but yeah, this place feels big and empty, and I'm on an island. I have to take a ferry here. So if I go down, not really anyone around, but just got to be a little more careful. You know, I still want to be able to hit these lines, but I'd rather stay alive to ride another day. So we're going to clean this Buyer's Remorse run. Make sure I brake tap that jump that I overshot. Overshot it again. Seriously, dude, that thing sucks. Damn it. Honestly, I'm about to just say fuck this line, move on to something else. That one's just way too sketchy. What the hell? Such a nasty little hip. Doesn't really work out too well. All right, next up we got the Mari incident. This one was also recommended to me. I saw a few on the trail and the jumps look pretty good. Didn't walk it. I was walking a parallel trail to it, just looking over. So we might end up having to stop, but I'm hoping we can get a full clean and clear right away. Mari incident. These are a lot more friendly size jumps. line. That's a really good line. Super fun. Jeez, this place is just awesome. Such beautiful built trails. Let's go find some more fun stuff to hit. Our tiny little centipede doing his thing. So pretty. I'm gonna check out this blue trail called Mr. Hyde. Looks pretty cool. Not sure what to expect. No, that's a cool rock. Step up. Take a step down. Rock hop, little booter, super flowy. Kind of stumbled that one. Wow, that was really cool. Really sick. I want to know what this freaking super steep trail is over there. Try and find the start of that one. All right, the rain's really coming down now. It's pretty windy too. Now we're gonna hit Dr. Jekyll. It looks like someone put a black diamond over the blue and drew a little black, so it must be just like right in between or something. So let's smash this one. Whoa, these are tiny. Yeah, I can see why this would be a black. All doubles. Was not ready for that one. Oh God, it's really coming down. Okay, that one was actually really cool. Such pretty craftsmanship with the dirt. Honestly, it's so nice. They've done a crazy nice job here. All right, next run. It's called Bumpy Monkey. This one should be pretty sick. Definitely a tiny bit bumpy so far. Man, it's just dumping. I'm getting rain in my eyes. Might have to put on the glasses. Okay, that one was pretty cool. It was over a little too quick, but that one was sick. Bumpy Monkey. I'm gonna take a couple minute break here. I found this little covered area where they got the trail map. This place is pretty cool because they trust their people here pretty well. They got all these tools here, tarps. They do have a locked toolbox here, but they even give you this little park tool bike stand if you need to work on your bike while you're up here. Pretty sick, if I do say so. So far have yet to see anyone here. Little disappointing, but it's not the end of the world. Still amazing out here. Got that traditional rain windstorm going on. Not feeling super motivated to hit some of the big stuff. I mean, there's only one double black line. It's called Airlift, and I did walk it, and there's definitely some big shooters. Everything has short, steep little landings, so like really precise. It's probably one of those runs it's best to trail someone in, get towed in by someone who's hit it, you know, many times, just so you can learn the trail speed. Because pretty short window between like over jumping or casing. Little sketchy. I really do want to hit it, but I just don't think it's worth the risk. Me being out here alone right now and pouring rain, you know, it's not time to hit a brand new double black, but it definitely hurts a little. Definitely hits to not be able to hit it right now. Really stoked to bring some friends back here though and session this place. Summertime, I mean, this will be just amazing. This is like one of the prettiest parks alone that I've been to. Hiking, biking, whatever. This place is amazing. Also pretty stoked on the new bike here. Still getting used to it, to be honest. Coming from like a 2012 bike, the geometry is just so much different. It's so weird. I'm hitting my pedals on basically everything, like flat ground. I mean, the bottom bracket is just so low to the ground that it's pretty difficult to ride, to be honest. You can't put your pedals down anywhere. Going downhill, even climbing is a little difficult. You got to keep your bike upright and make sure you're not pedaling when there's any rocks or anything. So still getting used to it, still stoked on it. I'm gonna take a little break and then get back to session. All right, so far we've hit Dr. Jekyll, we've hit Mr. Hyde, we've hit Chairlift, obviously coming up every time, Buyer's Remorse, the Mari Incident, Flying Monkey, Bumpy Monkey. So the only ones we have yet to do are Rock Deposit, Drag Race, which is a slalom, which, I mean, it connects right into Dr. Jekyll right there, so we've pretty much already done the whole thing. And Airlift. And Airlift is definitely not on the cards for today, unfortunately. But I think we're gonna try and clean off Buyer's Remorse, and I'm gonna sesh the Mari Instant a couple times because that one was just so fun. That's such a good line. Probably one of the best ones here, if I'm being honest. Oh, and here's a cool little map of the area where we are. Dockton Forest in the square. And it looks like there's several trails that go outside of the forest, outside of the mountain bike park. And we parked down here, so once we're done, we're gonna sesh down and then have a whole nother run down to the car. Some steep stuff. That should be pretty fun. Alright, we're heading to Mari Incident right here. Man, it's so greasy out here. Ugh. Boom, made it down. You know, living in the Pacific Northwest, it's definitely not always ideal conditions, or even half the time it's not ideal conditions, but there's something just amazing about shredding in the rain, wind, and mud. I feel like it makes you a better rider, and it makes you appreciate the nature that you're riding in just all the more. Just knowing that, you know, it's not perfect out. It's not gonna be the highest speed trail. You're not gonna be able to, you know, do normal trail speed. You just have to compensate and work around it, and it's just so rewarding. It really is rewarding shredding in these kind of conditions, and I just love my state. Riding in these conditions and in this rainforest here. I mean, look at these trees just overhanging in the parking lot. I mean, this is amazing. And right there you got oyster farms and just rain pelting the Puget Sound there, the salt water, some great blue herons down on the beach. I mean, this is the stuff I live for, and today just gets me a little more hyped to explore more and, you know, not waste any time while the weather gets nicer this summer, and just get out and absolutely shred every second that I can and enjoy this beautiful place that we live. And yeah, I love it. This place is awesome. All right, we're back in the car now. Got changed into some dry clothes, and that is one of the best feelings after shredding in a day like today. Getting done with a really productive ride and changing into some dry, comfortable clothes. There's just nothing like it. I think I'm gonna explore around the island a little bit, drive around, see some cool views, and then try and head back for the 4 o'clock ferry. So yeah, let's go check out the island a little bit. Pulled over at this cool beach spot. Oh, there's a seal or a sea lion like right there. Probably doing a little shallow fishing. This place is just beautiful. I'm surprised how many cars are actually driving around. I mean, it is a pretty big island, I guess, but feels pretty small. I mean, I can see water just right there, and here I am right against the sound over here. Yep, quite the little place we got here. I'm going to show you guys how quick you can drive across this thin part of the island, at least just this one part. So just pulled out from where I showed you that last clip, and boom, there we are. Here's the other side. Super thin. I mean, that's less than a football field across, and we're at the sound on the other side now. It's pretty cool. I've been waiting for the ferry for about an hour now. There's like a mile-long line of cars, and it is just crazy out here. The weather, I mean, it is just absolutely dumping rain. I mean, even 10 seconds ago, it was dumping way harder. It's kind of slowed down already, but it is wild out here. Super windy near these big trees, and the rain has just been slamming down. Wild, man. It is actually like a rainforest out here, and I freaking love it. So cool. All right, after about almost a 2-hour wait, we are finally getting on the ferry to head home. I definitely didn't anticipate this long of a wait or this many people on the island over here. But thankfully, you know, there was some cool stuff to look at, and really wasn't too bad at all. Got some pretty rough water out here, and it's looking pretty interesting for sure. Stoked to get some food after this, because I did not pack a lunch, because I really didn't think I would be over here this long. So pretty stoked to get back and get some food. Got some gnarly dark clouds at the Port of Tacoma over there, and then over here we got some super bright sunshine just reflecting off buildings in the water. We're just pulling off from Vashon Island. We were waiting on the road just right over there for about 2 hours. Something about ferry rides, dude, is just so fun. I actually love taking ferries. Growing up here in the Pacific Northwest, we were taking ferries like at least a few times a year over to Orcas Island, hit the skate park and explore, and go up to like Saturna in Canada. One of the funnest and scariest rides I've ever taken on a ferry was to Victoria from Port Angeles, and yeah, that can get pretty rough there. I think it's the Strait of Juan de Fuca, and it's kind of notorious for having choppy waters, but this is like a walk in the park here. This is super chill and beautiful. Some of these houses on the beach are just like a dream. They are so freaking cool. I absolutely love ferries, and how it's like one of the big identity factors of Seattle and the Pacific Northwest. It's just such a cool factor, especially these giant ones that carry vehicles and people alike. Beautiful out here. Let's check out down here. These things book too, they're pretty quick. I mean, we are mobbing right now. You can see there's even semi trucks on this thing. Pretty awesome. Let's go walk to the front. Wind is, it's picking up. Super windy right now. Got the captain's quarters here. They got it like caged off, so no one can get in there and mess with them. Oh wow, it's actually seems like the winds are calmer up front. Beautiful sunshine. Absolute freaking darkest sky storm on the other side. Oh, it looks like we're about to pull up the dock. I'm gonna get back down to my car. Dang, check out this rainbow.